Welcome back to World War Sprue, and today we have a more reserved battle going on a 3x2 table. We have a German assault company attempting to take this objective in the far Russian trench, and the Russians will be attempting to repel them with anti-tank guns and infantry. Should be a good battle, and we are using the Fight Your Own Battles and Heroes All rule set, the Fight Your Own Battles mechanism for the Heroes All rule set. So this will be a solo war game. I will link that, of course, down below. Let's get into the forces. Alright, so here we have the German force. We have our light mortar on the right and our lieutenant in the center. The lieutenant will also be the company commander for this entire force. Next we have the assault company, which consists of 2 platoons, 10 men each, light machine gun, and an NCO plus another soldier with submachine guns. Then we have our assault pioneer platoon, which is engineer platoon with 2 submachine guns and a flamethrower. Moving right along, we have our medium machine gun team in the background, our light howitzer for support, and then our Panzer 1F and Panzer 2F for gun support. Alright, and here we have the Russian Defense Force. Up front is their captain who commands the infantry company. And then we have the light mortar for the infantry company behind. We have the commissar, which will command the reserve company over there. We have 3 infantry platoons, all identical, with 3 submachine guns and a light machine gun, 10 men each, a medium mortar, a medium machine gun, and then 2 ZIS-3 divisional guns, one of which is in the reserve company, and then 1 M1942 45mm anti-tank gun. In addition, we also have this the artillery commander. To represent the broken chain of command, the reserve company will be under the commissar's command, the artillery company will be under the artillery command, and the infantry company under the infantry commander's command, and a majority of them have to agree to deploy the reserve company. Alright, so at the end of the first bound, we have seen a bunch of German forces move on the board. So we have the light mortar and the pioneer section moving up to destroy the minefield. All they gotta do is roll 1 on a d10 to finish clearing the minefield. And we have the Panzer 2F and the 2nd platoon of the assault company that is moving up along this left-hand flank. Then along the right-hand flank, or the southern flank, we have the Panzer 1F, which is fairly heavily armored on the front, and the 1st platoon of the assault troops moving up. Also the medium machine gun and the 75mm gun observed the Russian platoon that had deployed along this corner right here and caused 3 casualties, and they rolled 9 ones on their CMT, so they are now in the box, which I use as an actual box for irony. Russian guns on Overwatch, and then the 2nd Russian platoon moved up. So this round, this bound, we will see if the Russians can commit their reserves to the fight. So we shall see who goes next. So in Fight Your Own Battles, activations are controlled by cards. You draw as many cards as you need per unit, and these are all in order. And then you place 1. We have this data sheet here, which states different stuff about each unit. And we place 1 on each unit that is on the board. We place 1 on each unit that's on the board's data sheet. And sometimes in the box that they're planned to move up as reserves. And then whoever gets the ace goes first, then the king, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Right, the end of the second bound, has seen this unit have to fall back behind cover, and their continuous momentum score fall by 2. They took 7 casualties from this infantry unit and the medium machine gun. They rather foolishly attempted to attack through here, which put them in an auto spot without any cover. This gun went off Overwatch and successfully observed the engineers, which of course cleared the minefield. The Panzer II moved up, observed the AT gun. AT gun observed them in turn. Light mortar I believe it observed the German 75mm gun. 75mm gun observed them. German infantry moved up, haven't observed anyone at light mortar, provide smoke. The Russians did successfully decide to carry on and deploy more units. So this should be a good round. We're going to see some units moving up from the reserves. The third bound saw the most action yet. We had the Panzer II charge up, kill 2 of the crew, and then the anti-tank gun had to retreat quickly. Light mortar fired, but did not get any hits. They fired at the Schwere infantry Geschütz. So infantry Geschütz fired back, hit the mortar, however, did miss. The shell didn't do any damage. This infantry squad got reduced to just 1 man. However, the LMG killed the NCO of this unit here. So their CMS is now 5 because it was recovered by the commander over here. The engineers moved up, but didn't do anything else. The machine gun fired. Panzer 1F finally passed its ORT, knocked out the ZIS gun. Light mortar fired smoke, fired the smoke right here. It's really all it's done all game, and moved up. The fourth and final bound, the Germans have to take the objective from the Russians. Also, this Russian squad moved up, and we're going to see the ZIS and the mortar, the ZIS and the Maxim gun get deployed from reserves. Alright, so the game just ended with a German victory. The Russian ZIS gun managed to get onto the board and get way up here, and then this infantry unit was recovered. They charged, they finished off the 1 light machine gun dude over by the corner, and they killed the ZIS 3 gun, the Russian second ZIS 3 gun. The Panzer II went on a panzer charge, took out 5 of those dudes. Flamethrower and rifles killed off both NCO squads in a daring assault, and flamethrower killed the light machine gun. The light mortar dealt even more damage over here, and the German reinforcements are preparing to activate. Panzer 3F is just about to activate. All it has to do is move at the double to make it to win. So if you'll hold for just a second, I need a D10. So it passes its morale test. Its ORT. It's moving. At the double, that is a movement of 11 inches, which is enough to make it within objective control range of the objective. So Panzers win. Now this battle was a little skewed in the Germans' favor, but not significantly. And the final deciding factor was I rolled to see whether the Soviets would pass their command test after losing so many units and their CMT dropping so much. And their continuous momentum total, or CMS, which is affected by units' continuous momentum scores, or continuous momentum total, CMT, which is affected by units' continuous momentum scores, went down sufficiently that they were not able to continue. I would highly recommend you try out Fight Your Own Battles for yourself. It's a solo wargaming mechanic that allows for very fair and accurate play. I will link that down in the description. This has been World War Sprue. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more Fight Your Own Battles and Heroes All content. Bye.